Hello, and thank you for expressing an interest in the iwatch Speed Awareness Program. The iwatch program is the City of Thornton's residential speeding reduction program and was created to address speeding concerns in neighborhoods within the city. The program seeks to establish a partnership between the city and neighborhood residents. The iwatch program is based on the 4 E's: engagement, education, engineering, and enforcement. Engagement and education are the first steps of the program and consist of neighborhood meetings, brochures regarding the program, the city's iwatch website, and residents working with each other to address speeding issues. Engaging and educating the public about their driving behavior affects the safety of their neighborhood and has a longer lasting impact than police enforcement alone. Engineering consists of speed reduction devices that may be installed in neighborhoods. Enforcement consists of police department patrols and citations as appropriate. The effects of these patrols and citations are significant at reducing speeding, but tend to have a short-term impact. By combining the 4 E's under the iwatch program, a more sustained impact on reducing speeding may be achieved. The iwatch program establishes a partnership between the city and neighborhoods to reduce speeding. Efforts to reduce speeding are more effective when there is a collaboration between the two parties towards the same goal. If a speed reduction method is used in an iwatch neighborhood, its effectiveness is reviewed approximately 6 months after installation. If the desired speed reduction is not achieved, another method can be attempted. The 6-month review period allows the city the ability to address an issue faster than previous speed reduction programs in the city. The iwatch program also has more tools in its toolbox than previous speed reduction programs. The tools available to help reduce speeding in residential areas includes police enforcement, speed monitoring signs, speed cushions, and speed tables and crosswalks. Police enforcement is provided in conjunction with the iwatch program. Extra patrols consist of police patrols in an area when time is available. Directed patrols have officers scheduled to be in a specific area for hours at a time, with these deployments scheduled over several days or weeks. The police department may also make personal visits to the homes of alleged speeders. More information about these personal visits in a few moments. The city has several portable speed monitoring trailers that are deployed to various locations throughout the city. The purpose of these signs is to provide instant feedback to drivers and to encourage them to slow down. Typically, 2 portable speed monitoring signs are placed at each location, and they will remain at that location for about a week. Locations where these portable speed monitoring signs are deployed are typically based on citizen requests. The orange portable speed monitoring signs that the city uses will be blank until a vehicle approaches that is going over the speed limit. If the approaching vehicle is traveling above the speed limit, the sign will flash, "You are speeding, slow down." If the approaching vehicle is traveling at a high rate of speed, the sign will flash, "Extreme speed, slow down." The white portable speed monitoring signs that the city uses will indicate the speed of the approaching vehicle. The speed will be indicated with a steady indication up to the posted speed limit. If the approaching vehicle is traveling above the speed limit, the sign will alternate between the flashing speed of that vehicle and slow down. If the approaching vehicle is traveling at a high rate of speed, the sign will also flash red and blue bars. At extreme speeds, the sign will be blank. Permanent speed monitoring signs are an option in neighborhoods that have been designated as iwatch speed awareness neighborhoods. Permanent speed monitoring signs operate the same way as the white portable speed monitoring signs. However, some older signs in the city only flash an approaching vehicle's speed when traveling above the posted speed limit. These older signs lack the ability to display a message or flash red and blue lights. Speed cushions are another option for neighborhoods that have been designated as iwatch speed awareness neighborhoods. Before and after studies that the city has conducted have shown that there is a reduction in speeding and a reduction in traffic volumes on streets that have had speed cushions installed. City standards require the installation of speed control signs on each side of the speed cushion so that drivers are aware that there is a device in the street. Also, so that snow removal equipment knows where they must raise up their blade. The installation of speed cushions does result in increased noise in the immediate area from the sound of vehicles going over the bumps. Speed tables and crosswalks are speed reduction devices that are available as options in newly constructed neighborhoods. Neighborhoods approved for construction after 2004 are required to have speed reduction devices in the original designs for the neighborhood. Installation of speed tables and crosswalks in older neighborhoods is possible, but requires street and underground utility redesign to address drainage issues. Retrofitting these devices into older neighborhoods is a longer and more costly process than the other devices previously mentioned. The city has 3-fold brochures that talk about the iwatch program. They're available to help disseminate information about the iwatch program to people who might not be able to attend one of the iwatch meetings. On the back of the 3-fold brochure is an automated iwatch information line phone number. This number can be called to hear information about the iwatch program. If you dial 1 after calling this number, most of the time you'll be connected with someone at Thornton Dispatch. If you have information about an alleged speeder, such as a license plate number and a description of the driver, you can anonymously report that alleged speeder. If the police have enough information to make contact with that driver, they may be able to have a conversation with them about their driving behavior and its effects on the safety of the neighborhood. Any citizen can utilize this number, regardless of their neighborhood status in the iwatch program. The city asks that citizens make a personal commitment to reduce speeding. This commitment can be made by taking the iwatch pledge. The purpose of the iwatch pledge is to get residents to take an active role in addressing speeding in neighborhoods by making a commitment to being a better driver. The city measures participation in the iwatch program by the number of homes in a neighborhood that have submitted an iwatch pledge. For a neighborhood to be designated as an iwatch speed awareness neighborhood, 50% of the occupied homes in a neighborhood must have submitted an iwatch pledge to the city. Neighborhoods that become designated become eligible for the possible installation of speed reduction devices such as speed cushions or speed monitoring signs. While the neighborhood is in the process of gathering iwatch pledges, the city asks that one person from the neighborhood be willing to act as the main contact for the neighborhood. This person can be provided with updated information regarding the current participation rate for the neighborhood. If a neighborhood has a website or a newsletter, the city can provide information about the iwatch program to help educate the neighborhood about the current efforts to reduce speeding. iWatch pledges can be submitted by filling out one of the 3x5 postage-paid iWatch postcards, by filling out the form in the threefold brochure, or by submitting an iWatch pledge on the city's website by going to www.cityofthornton.net/iWatch and clicking on the Easy Online Sign-Up link. For neighborhoods that are just starting out their efforts to reduce speeding, the city can provide iWatch neighborhood meetings, threefold brochures that talk about the iWatch program, and information about the program to be included with neighborhood newsletters or websites. Prior to an iWatch neighborhood meeting being scheduled, the city will conduct speed studies at various locations within that neighborhood to collect speed and volume data and to determine the nature and extent of the speeding problem. This data is then shared with residents at the neighborhood meeting. Once a neighborhood reaches the 50% participation requirement, that neighborhood will be designated as an iWatch speed awareness neighborhood and will become eligible for the possible installation of speed reduction devices. iWatch speed awareness neighborhoods also have their entrances posted with signs to identify them as a speed awareness neighborhood. Residents of that neighborhood may also receive iWatch yard signs at no charge, and that neighborhood is identified as being a speed awareness neighborhood in city media. To begin the process of becoming an iWatch speed awareness neighborhood, please contact the City of Thornton Traffic Engineering Division at 720-977-6490 or by email at trafficengineering@cityofthornton.net.